And not surprised with that. Not surprised at all. So before I wrap up this episode, let me get into a little bit of basketball. Last episode was 100% basketball. This episode is going to be very minimal. So LeBron just passed Michael Jordan in all-time scoring. Jordan fans are like, so what, motherfucker? Pass him in points per game or win the Defensive Player of the Year. You know, all that bullshit. Let's be real. This Jordan-LeBron debate is the dumbest debate ever because we're just like, there's different eras. And yeah, we can put up career stats and then we can probably, the only thing you can compare is who had the better career and whose accolades you would rather have. But, or you could compare their all around skill, but you can't compare who is actually better because they didn't play in the same generation. They didn't play with the same rules. They didn't play with the same 3-point line distance. They didn't play with, there's so many things that are different about today's basketball than even 10 years ago. So LeBron's played in different generations, and so did Jordan. Like when you compare people, you could compare Magic and Bird. Magic and Bird played against each other. They played through the same era. You could compare Jordan and Magic and Bird because they played, you know. You could compare Kobe to Jordan because there's overlap there. Kobe played against Jordan. Although he was younger and he was in his early stages and Jordan was at his end, you've seen how they played and how they look together on the court. Like you've seen a matchup. You could compare Kobe to LeBron. They played against each other. There's a bit of overlap. You could compare Kevin Durant to LeBron. You could compare people that played together. And especially, and you could compare players at a certain point in their career. You could compare Kobe Bryant in 98 to Michael Jordan in 98 because they played in 98. You could compare Kobe in 2008 to LeBron in 2008 because they played together in 2008. Not together, but, you know, on the same, in the league at the same time, same era. They take way more three-pointers in today's day and age than they did when Jordan played. You can't account for that. The three-point line was different. There's so many things. There's so many factors into why you should not compare them. The level of competition that they played against, the defense heavy in the 90s, the offense heavy in the current day and age, the amount of possessions that we have in today's basketball. There's way too much stuff. You could compare career accolades. That's why when he passes them in career points, it's a big moment for LeBron because he knows I've scored more points on a basketball court than Michael Jordan has. So it's like, or he has more assists, or the counting numbers you could count, or the fact that Michael Jordan has more defensive players of the year, or he's won the defensive player of the year, and he has more defensive all teams first team defense NBA than LeBron does. LeBron has 6 or something. Michael Jordan has 10. Doesn't matter. He has more. So there's certain things that you could count and make an argument for career-wise, but that's about it. You can't really say who is better. You can say GOATs of generations, and that's where it ends. All this other shit is just talking points. It's just people wanting to be right about what the fuck they feel. You can't really compare them. You could only compare people that played in the same or at the same time, I feel. Like, you could compare LeBron and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant's going to want to pass LeBron at some point, but he's already had too many years in the NBA with LeBron being better than him. So when they retire, LeBron's legacy will always be a step higher than Kevin Durant because they played together in the same era and LeBron was better than him for so many years. So it's like you could amass all these rings when LeBron's gone. How about those 10 years that you guys played in the league together that LeBron was better than you? You see what I'm saying? You can't do that when it comes to LeBron and Michael Jordan. You could do that with LeBron and Kobe. There was years when LeBron was early in his career and Kobe was still better, and it was still unanimous that Kobe was the best player in the world. Around 2008, 2009, after LeBron made it to the finals and dragged a bunch of bums to the finals and got swept or whatever, kind of cemented how good LeBron was. So LeBron, around that time, it was unanimous that he overtook Kobe as the best player in the world. So we see the transition and we've seen the rank and we've seen the value of everything. We can't just go with shooting percentages and titles and all that shit. We actually have to physically see the people play in the same era. That's why the Jordan and LeBron debate is over to me. It's over. Fuck it. It's a stupid fucking debate. Regardless of which side you're on in the debate, it's stupid. So I'm not taking part in that.